We just wrapped up the live trading session with the LPP team, and boy, when I tell you that this is why I love going live with them. So as many of you guys saw, markets were dropping, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, markets began to skyrocket. And let me show you. I'm showing you Tesla right now, but I mean NASDAQ. NASDAQ out of nowhere was already overbought, was showing signs of a slight resistance, and then boom, went from red on the day to it being up like 3% or 4% in a very short period of time. Now, don't get me wrong. If the news was valid, then yes, it has a reason to push up. But something just didn't sit right with me, right? Supposedly, there was, someone that was part of Trump's team that was urging him to pause the tariffs for 90 days. That's what was being shared. That's what everyone was circling around with these headlines. And this is why it's so important within our live session today. So if you're part of my LPP team, feel free to go watch it. And we found the source, and it was not Trump. It was not part of Trump's team. It was Bill Ackman. So the way that it's worded is complete BS. You guys let me know what you think. I think this is a huge bull trap. And news outlets that share these things, again, because if it was people like you and I that was sharing it, we would be held accountable. But these news outlets can fake the headline that are not true by any means. This one's fine. Trump's ally, Bill Ackman, calls for 90-day pause on U.S. tariffs as crypto sinks. Bro, you know who Bill Ackman is? He's an American hedge fund manager. Of course he wants it to pause because markets are dropping. He's getting affected. Who cares what Bill Ackman wants? He's not Trump. He's not part of the Trump team. He was a Trump supporter, right? But now Trump supporter is turning on Trump is what these headlines like to say because now he wants these tariffs to be done. Of course he does because he's being impacted. But it didn't take very long for us to realize that White House says fake news, that Trump is considering a 90-day tariff pause, meaning that, no, it's not true. They are not considering a 90-day tariff pause. Just like the news of supposedly Elon leaving the White House so he can go back to Tesla was not true. He was only there supposed to be there for 160 days, and to my understanding, he has every intention of fulfilling his role. How is it that these headlines can shift markets, cause billions, if not trillions of dollars to be moved all off of fake news? Terrible, right? It was a terrible bull trap for everyone that bought into it. Markets are extremely volatile, and I think today is a great example of we need to be very careful. Of course, within that live session, if you watch it, right? If you're part of my LPP team, if you're not yet, it's the second link in the description down below. Markets became overbought. We confirmed that it was fake news. I couldn't believe it within the live. You can see the stress in my face of, it's not even stress, it was disappointment. Because I know that a bunch of beginners got trapped into that, into buying. Oh my God, I'm missing out. Buy. And then guess what? When we confirmed that it was fake news, we added more to our short. And as markets sold off, we began to buy to cover. Again, in this market full of chaos, we keep it simple. By staying light in your position and finding the source and validating it, it can go a very long way, especially more now than ever before. Remember, we're in this trade war, and if tariff news is still present, then yeah, markets are still bound to be very volatile. It's not that we can't receive good news, it's our job as traders and investors to validate it before we just go throwing thousands, if not tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars behind these investments and trades. Right? Because this very simple setup, for those that did take profits, good for you, right? That went long and were like, wow, okay, this news source is not legit. I'm going to take profits because market's bound to retrace off of that fake news of Trump offering a 90-day pause. And then for those that like to short, because shorting is not for everyone, it comes at a different, layer of risk, and I respect that. But for those that do like to short, like myself, it was just the perfect setup, an overbought reversal that was based off of a false positive catalyst, and then markets quickly gave it all back. Markets are back in the red. We'll see how they continue to trade for the remainder of the day. Do you think that it will create more selling pressure? Looks like we're still holding support right now. Or will markets begin to recover? I think that this was so bad and caused so much stress on the market, I wouldn't be surprised if just markets continue to sell off because of the loss that I'm assuming retail traders had. So everything pushed up. everything skyrocketed. We saw PLTR get halted. It was a crazy move. But again, this kind of reminds me, we were talking about it within today's live. This kind of reminds me back to when the COVID days, where good news, bad news, or things weren't getting worse, so they were technically getting better. It's a very unique time to be learning how to invest, a very unique time to be learning how to trade. Respect it. With great volatility, which is a fact, there's a lot of volatility right now, comes great responsibility. Watch that position size and be mindful of the trades that you take and the dollar amounts that you put behind it. Just be calculated. You don't need to be scared. You need to be calculated, right? You're not going to get it perfect. But again, in this market full of chaos, let's try to the best of our ability to keep it simple. So I hope to see you for tomorrow's live trading session. I know a lot of people that were part of our live session today, because we were able to watch it live together, we're able to make sound decisions, not overreact, and we had a perfect setup to be able to successfully short, and it was all caught live. So if you want the ability to access my live sessions every day, second link in the description down below. Like I've said it before, you don't need it. You can figure it out all on your own. But if you learn best by watching other people do and you want to be a part of our group, then it's the second link in the description down below. There's a huge discount there for you, so you can sign up and watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow. And yes, it's a one-time payment for lifetime access. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.